Hey! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna and I teach cake artists how to create modern cake designs and build profitable cake businesses. And today I wanted to show you very cost and time efficient way to decorate a wedding cake and how to create a beautiful, ethereal, very lightweight flowers using wafer paper. You will need just a few basic tools and materials and you can create your own arrangement for a wedding cake. Let's get started! So to make these flowers, I'm going to use wafer paper. I work with wafer paper because I like it is edible. You can see it looks like a regular printer paper, but it is made out of potato starch and water. And I wanted to make beautiful wafer paper flowers for a wedding cake. I'll start with cutting my petals. And because wafer paper is relatively thin, I can cut up to 3 layers at the same time. And I will start with creating basic petal shapes. And I'm going to save my paper scraps to create wafer paper glue I will use later. So I have this basic petal shape for my flower. And to soften them and to shape them, I will need a few things. First, I will need a petal former. I'm using this bumpy foam, but you can use something like a petal shaper. It doesn't matter, just something for our wafer paper to rest. And to soften my wafer paper, I'm going to use Tonic, which is a wafer paper conditioner. I have my free recipes available in the description. And I'm going to mix my Tonic mixture with a little bit of Pearl Sheen airbrush color. You can use any color for this application, and this is going to be the color of your flowers or of your petals. I just like this light sheen pearlescent color. And all I need to do is to apply a small amount of this conditioner onto my petal. I'm going to work on the shiny side like this and shape my petal gently and give it some movement so it doesn't look flat. And I'm going to set it aside on my bumpy foam. And this process goes relatively quick because we are not applying a lot of moisture, just enough to soften wafer paper and to give it a beautiful pearlescent sheen. And I will set my petals aside to dry before creating my flower. Now that I have my petals ready, you can hear that these are dry, and I created quite a few in different sizes and different shapes. But to assemble my flower, I wanted to use a wire. I'm going to use 26 gauge wire. And I'm going to cut my wires in 3 parts for each flower. And also I'm going to make a small hook on the top of each wire to help my flower to stick to. To assemble my flowers, I'm going to use my wafer paper scraps to make my wafer paper glue. So I'm going to take the scraps, put it in a small glass or heat-proof container, add water, mix it and microwave for about 10 seconds until it becomes a gel-like consistency. So now that I have my glue, I'm going to assemble all my flowers. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find maybe a few smaller petals to serve as my base. Apply wafer paper glue at the start of these petals. Stick them together to create my basic shape and thread 1 piece of wire in between of 2 first petals. So this is going to be a base for my flower. I will make a hook and put it upside down to dry for a few seconds, and this is going to be our base for our petals. And when these are dry, I wanted to build more petals. And to add more petals, I will take a few larger ones, apply a small amount of wafer paper glue here, and attach them to my base. like that, creating an interesting flower shape. And you can leave it to dry this way or upside down, depends on size or shape you're going for. Sometimes if I need more open flower, I use the same floral foam and thread the wire through the foam and just leave it like this to dry more open. And now that I have quite a few flowers made, I will set them aside to dry before assembling and taping my flowers together. And now I have my flowers dry, but you can see, because I used my Wafer paper conditioner, my flowers still stay soft and flexible, and if I'm going to drop my flower, it is not going to break. All I need to do is to tape my stems. I'm going to use half with floral tape in white, and I'm stretching my floral tape, attaching this to my wire and bringing it down to tape every flower. And now I wanted to place my flowers in order from smallest to largest one to have a progression, and I will tape all my stems together into one larger arrangement. I will start with my first flower, then maybe an inch and a half down another flower, and it depends on your style, what you're going for. You can leave longer stems or shorter. And now I have my beautiful branch of Wafer paper flowers that you can use on a wedding cake, or you can make them different color and a little bit different shapes. Maybe put it in a wreath. So because we have wires on each flower, we can create any shapes we want when arranging on a cake. So probably we'll go with something like this, and it might be a beautiful starting point for any arrangement for any cake. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I hope you like it, and if you never worked with Wafer paper, I think these flowers are relatively easy to create. You don't need to have any special equipment or tools, just Wafer paper, a pair of scissors and water and any color you wanted to make your flowers. And if you liked it, share with your cake friends. Visit my website for more information about Wafer paper and how to build a profitable cake business. And I'll see you next week on this channel. My name is Anna. Bye bye.